Hi guys, Rack speaking, and I think this will probably be my very first online battle report here on YouTube. So allow me to kind of give you guys an idea of what this is. Normally, if you watch a battle report on, say, Battle of Lost Souls or mini wargaming, you'll probably just get straight into the action, so to speak. So the camera will be focusing on models from the first second. So what I'd like to do here is give you guys first a bit of a perspective on the game you'll be seeing. So whether it's a friendly game, a game from a tournament, all that sort of things. So today I am bringing a Guard against Tom and Bernd. Tom plays Chaos Space Marines and Bernd plays Chaos Demons. Both are bringing 750 points. Together they'll make one force organization chart. I'll be just bringing my Guard as usual. It's quite a friendly game. I don't know whether you can use that term. I'm not really that guy that makes a very big distinction between friendly and tournament. Well, anyway. Recently I've been getting a lot of, well, let me put it, comments about the fact that I bring a lot of competitive lists to casual games. So that day I tried to do something else. So what I did was, normally in my list I have 3 Vendettas and a lot of Forge World that aren't actually Forge World emplacements. The Forge World emplacements I swapped for normal Basilisks, see how they go, and the Vendettas I switched for Valkyries. Why? Because I really like the deployment options a Valkyrie or a Vendetta gives you, the ability to drop off troops. So because I wanted to keep that, but I didn't want to give my opponents the feel that they were fighting all these broken units, I took Valkyries with multiple rocket pods. Now as it turned out, Bernd was just not bringing any very powerful like demon princes or such, just sort of like normal Khorne Berserk, I think he brought like the pink horrors and that kind of things, and Tom brought a lot of chaos cultists, like a lot. Suddenly my not meant to be overpowered Valkyries were suddenly rocking the field, and yeah, that wasn't done on purpose. I really want to stress that. Thing is, you never know what you're going to feel, what your opponent's going to be fielding. So I really didn't know this. I actually wanted to give them more of an advantage so they wouldn't feel like they were fighting this overly competitive force. But you'll see that in the game it really quickly evens out. It was one of the most insane and close games I've had in like months. So I'm definitely not going to be rolling over them. Then, but I was I didn't bring enough points to play 1500 points of Guard, so I had to ally in some Chaos as well, and I brought a Dragon. Now you might say that, well, Ragnar, it's not very, very nice to just ally in a Heldrake. So what I did was I realized this like from turn 1, especially when I was like, oh, these Valkyries is going to be. So what I did was I almost didn't use the Heldrake. I mainly used it to like vector struck a couple of units and vector strike a couple of units and that sort of thing. So, but as I said, you'll quickly see that things even out. So my list was 3 Valks, a couple of Heldrakes, a couple of Basilisks, a Heldrake, that kind of thing. Marbo, but you'll see it in the video. Then as well, I have to add that, well, normally if I go to if I go to the club or a tournament, I bring my flyers in boxes, but like their wings are unattached and they're of their bases, and I always have to like assemble them a bit before I can put them on the field. Now because we had to speed it up, I think or something. There was a reason for it. I put down the bases when I turn 2, when my flyers came on, I put down the bases first with the intent of later putting together the models and putting them on their bases. But it was only till turn 5 that I realized that, well, I was actually playing blank bases the whole time. So, guys, I'm really sorry for that. I hope it doesn't put you off to watch this battle report, because it's really fantastic. I mean, the battle was quite interesting, let me put it that way. I'm not going to brag about my own work. But, yeah, I'm sorry for that. As I said, I didn't notice till like game turn 5, and it wasn't really any use of that at that point. So, that's about it, guys. I hope you will enjoy this battle report, and if you have any... Oh, first of all, if you have any comments, please put them down. Please post, go ahead, and I'll be happy to answer them. Also, after the battle report, I'll be giving kind of a tactical analysis, kind of what I did wrong, not rules-wise. I did some things wrong, I think, rules-wise. But, yeah, some kind of a tactical analysis after the battle report. See you then.
Hi guys, Rag speaking, and today I am playing Burnt and Tom in a small 1500 point game. Shut up. In a small 1500 point game, it's quite friendly, so we're not bringing any overly competitive stuff. So here we have a Chaos Demons alliance, so we've got a Herald of Tzeench, a Forge Fiend, a couple of Cultist squads, a Skull Cannon, some Screamers, and in reserve some Bloodletters, a Champion, or a Herald of Khorne, Nurgle Beast, and that's about it. And I am fielding Imperial Guard, consisting of 2 Basilisks, 2 Infantry Squads with Autocannons, and in reserve 3 Valkyries, a Chimera with Plasmaguns, a Heldrake, and a squad of Cultists and a Chaos Sorcerer. So the mission is Big Guns Never Tire, 5 objectives, Vanguard Strike deployment. So I'll see you in a minute for the top of turn 1. So we are at the top of turn 1. Yeah, the guys moved forward with the 2 Cultist blobs. The Screamers moved up here and trouble boosted just a bit. And the Forge Fiends moved over there, and because it's big guns, it can take the objective. And it turns out to be a Skyfire relay, so that's going to hurt my flyers quite a lot. And then it also fired at the Basilisk that was over here. I'd say was, because it's gone now. And the Skull Cannon shot at this one, took off a hold point and the heavy bolter, and it killed some guardsmen as well. So I think that's about it. Yeah, the autocannon shot as well didn't do all that much. So we're heading into my turn 1 and see whether I can take out some things before my flyers come on. See you guys. Hi guys, we're at the bottom of turn 1, and well, I basically didn't do anything at all. My Basilisk shot over there and scattered off to the Forge Fiend, but it failed to pen, it rolled Snake Eyes, and these guys did absolutely nothing. Apart from this autocannon, which shot at the Skull Cannon and took off a hull point and made its weapon destroyed. So, let's see whether I get tabled at the top of turn 2. So, hi guys, we're at the top of turn 2. I did survive with 2 remaining small guard squads, and that's solely because, well, first of all, he shot down the Basilisk using this Tzeench Herald with his silly psychic powers. But for the rest, well, he's killed an autocannon squad here. I rolled a 1 for my cover save, and the guys wouldn't go to ground. So he deep struck with loads of Khorne berserkers. And yeah, he tried to assault me with these flamers, but it was 5 inches. Screamers, and he was just out of range with 5 inches, and he needed 6. So But that's all. Let's see whether any reserves might save the... What? So, see you guys back on top of turn 3. Hi guys, we're at the bottom of turn 2 now. I got my flyers in. I've not stuck them on their bases yet. I'll do that in a minute. So I've got 2 Valkyries, a Heldrake, Marbo, and Vets in a Chimera. So you might have noticed there was a big blob of blood letters here. Because of Marbo, they were all clumped. It was quite easy. Together with the Valkyries, with the rocket pods, and actually rapid fire of the Infantry Squads, finished off the Herald, which gave me General. These guys shot into the Screamers. This Valk shot into the Cultist blob. And because they've got no cover save, no armor save, well, that failed quite a lot. And then, yeah, the Heldrake killed off some Havocs as well. So, that's it guys. I'm holding. See you at the top of turn 3. Hi guys, I'm at the top of turn 3, bottom of turn, no, top of turn 3. So, actually things went rather bad for me, so the guys shot down a Valkyrie over here, killing the squad inside with the Skyfire Forge Fiend, and yeah, a squad of guardsmen were shot down by the Skull Cannon, if I'm correct, and that's basically it. Oh yeah, Marbo was killed by the tons of shots by the cultists. So yeah, it's not that, doesn't look that good for me now. But I still got another Valk and some cultists to come in. So I hope I can keep these 2 objectives. See you at the bottom of turn 3. Hi guys, back at the top of bottom of turn 3. I tried to do some stuff, didn't do all that much. My Heldrake moved up and flamed the Havocs, who were scoring because of the mission. This Valk shot into the cultists, but missed. And well, I tried to tie up the Herald and the Beast over here with my Guardsmen, but I failed. I lost all of them in close combat because I forgot that the Beast could charge in the moment I charged. I took off some wounds with some lasgun shots over here, and the other Valk went off the board. So that's basically it, guys. See you at the top of turn 4. Hi guys, I'm at the top of turn 4. Well, actually, the Forge Fiends did another great job at shooting down another Valkyrie, killing my Warlord and a unit of a company, platoon command squad. So I'm quite out of mobility right now. Meanwhile, this Herald shot some guys over here, and this Beast of Nurgle charged into the Vet squad. I killed a wound on Overwatch, so he's down to 1 wound. I did 2 wounds to him in close combat, and he made both saves, killing, and then he killed another 2 veterans. So these are tied. These guys got to get over to that objective, and I've only got a Heldrake, which has got to get off the table and enter on going reserves because he's at the table edge, and another Valk. So I hope I can still win this game. See you at the bottom of turn 4. So we are at the bottom of turn 4, and actually everything, I shot down some cultists, I shot down a Herald, but the biggest problem is actually that this Nurgle thingy killed off my entire veteran squad, losing me this objective. So yeah, that beastie is gonna be quite some trouble. So I've only got 2 scoring units now, so if I want to win this game, I have to make sure that either they don't get any, or... well, we'll see. See you guys at the top of turn 5. So we are at the top of turn 5. Things didn't go very well, as usual. The Forge Fiend shot into the Valk, took over hold point. Then the Beast of Nurgle here charged into the Cultists and tied them up in combat. I couldn't kill it, so they're off the objective. And oh yeah, and then something nice happened. He rolled for his Warp Storm table and got boxcars, so double 6, meaning he got to spawn a unit of pink horrors. But they mishapped, so I placed them right there in the corner. So I've got one more turn to go, maybe 2, and see whether I can do something with my very few units remaining. So guys, it is my turn 5, so that's the bottom of turn 5. Yeah, I vector striked the beast with my Heldrake and could move the cultist forward to take the objective. The quad gun, however, intercepted it, so it's now, well, it lost its Bale Flamer, so I couldn't fire that one. And then I dropped off my special weapons squad and fired into this unit, while the Valk moved up and snapped fight into the cultists. This one whiffed, and these guys basically whiffed as well because I couldn't position them quite good enough. So he's got a apostle and a cultist left. So now we're going to see whether the game continues. It's a 5, so yeah, it does continue. So see you at the top of turn 6. Hi guys, I am at the top of turn 6 and something quite amazing has happened. So first of all, before we get into that, the pink horrors shot into the remaining Valkyrie here, killed it off because it was hovering. Then here they moved the one cultist over here, and the Dark Apostle charged into the Special Weapon Squad, and I did 4 wounds on Overwatch, killing him with 5 guys. So dear Tom here is quite pissed off at the moment. So hopefully I can win this game with my 2 tiny scoring units remaining. So I've got those guys, that guy, and the cultist. So hopefully I can still win this game. See you at the bottom of turn 6. So we're at the bottom of turn 6, and well, first of all, I shot down the remaining cultist over here with the guys here. I tried to take a few pot shots from the Multilaser to these cultists, but I failed, of course, because it was snapshots. And then I actually made a rules error myself by thinking that a vector strike is the first unit you hit, but actually you can just choose whatever unit you want. So I told Tom, and Tom of course positioned his units very nicely, very tactically, to make sure I had to hit the one cultist before these guys. But because it was my own error, we followed that rule, and I Victor Strike the Skull Cannon instead, and stunning it. So we'll see whether the game continues. Yeah. 5 up. The game seems to continue, so I'll see you guys at the bottom of turn 7. Top of turn. So guys, I'm just going to do a recap of turn 7 only, because, well, there didn't really happen that much. Well, there did, but it wasn't too much going on. So, the Heldrake was shot down by the quad gun. The Forge Fiend pinned that squad over there, that they could make their 3-inch move to the objective. Those guys, I tried to do Puppet Master on the Skull Cannon, but I was just out of range. And then, one of the most silly things that happened during this battle was that the Multilaser Chimera shot into the 2 remaining cultists over here. The guys went to ground, and Tom rolled a 1. So, yeah, they had to take leadership test on double 1. They fell back 4 inches, leaving the objective. Tom holds 1, I hold 2, Tom and Bone, sorry, the guys playing together. They've got First Blood, Slay the Warlord, one objective, and they killed 2 heavy support choices, so that's 5. Yeah, and I got 2 objectives, so that's... no, sorry, 1 objective is 3, so that's 3. First Blood, Slay the Warlord is 5, and 2 heavy support choices, so that's 7 points, 7 VPs. I got 2 objectives, so that's 6. I've got Slay the Warlord, so that's 7, so that's a tie. And I got the Havoc Squad, so that's 7. So I just win by 1, which is really close. And I also win with about 150 points remaining, or even less.
Dat is bij mij niet veel meer.
So, some of the silliest things that happened during this battle, guys. Everything.
Losing the fucking game! Een cover save van 2+. Verdomme. What?
Oh well, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the tactical analysis of this battle report. So in this segment I'll try to highlight a couple of things that I think either I or my opponent, in this case opponents, did wrong on a more tactical, from a more tactical perspective. So first of all, after seeing the battle report, I think my deployment could have been a bit better, way better. So what I'm still not used to with the Basilisk was using the range, because one, I knew the Cultists would approach me, and so would the Daemons and all that. So I could have just put down the Basilisks a bit further away, out of reach of the Forge Fiend, and maybe the Skull Cannon or something, so that I would not have lost them turn 2. You might as well, of course, say that I didn't deploy enough troops and enough not enough models, because I was nearly tabled. Yeah, I don't know. With the models available, I don't know, maybe I could have deployed the Chimera somewhere, but then again I should have pulled it back again, way more towards the corner, so again the Skull Cannon and the Forge Fiend couldn't reach it, but having it there at the moment when all the Screamers and Herald attacked might have been a good thing. And second of all was, of course, that bloody Forge Fiend taking the objective that just changed the game in an insane way. Yeah, maybe I should have focused on it more, like the Basilisk. I know I failed to pen with the Basilisk, but that was only because I scattered off the Cultists. Maybe I should have targeted it turn 1. I actually didn't, because I felt like it was going to balance out the battle. So I was really, I was really feeling like I was in more an advantage than my opponents. So I was like, well, just let them have that Forge Fiend, so things kind of balance out. But actually, it just obliterated my flyers, just annihilated not only my flyers, but more importantly the troops in the flyers and my Warlord, which meant that I couldn't take enough objectives anymore. So maybe I should have focused it more on it with the Basilisks indeed. And maybe the Autocannons problem was it had a 4-up cover save. Our AV12 is still, because everyone's packing strength 7, is still meh. It's not something, well, it's not AV13 or 14 where you can really put it out like a bonus, but it's still something this list especially wasn't prepared for at all. And yeah, I talked about it before during the deployment. I think that my backfield, my deployment zone, so to speak, was really, really unprotected. I was way too much focusing on getting the Valks forward, but actually what I should have done was just drop down my troops where they were, actually take out, specifically focus on that bloody Herald and the bloody Beast of Nurgle, because they were just I did not realize both of these small units were just going to wreak that much havoc, especially the Beast. So maybe I should have dropped them off early, which is a mistake I make a lot, like dropping off my troop, like trying to hold on to these troops till turn 5, when actually they're really needed somewhere at the moment itself. One of the big mistakes they made, of course, which I think you'll all be fine, is why they didn't run with that big blob of, well, not really a blob, of course, but with that big group of Khorne, what's his name? Khorne dudes. Well, anyway, somebody please put it down in the comments. I keep forgetting. It's not Khorne Berserk. It's Bloodletters indeed. Well, they didn't run with the Bloodletters because they knew I was going to bring Marbo in. I was going to bring in the Valks. So yeah, they could have gone like in between my own units. What I would have done is like run in between my unit coherency. I think you can do that while staying 1 inch away from everyone. I think you should be able to do that. So making sure that if I targeted them, I would also target my own troops. Yeah, as well, I think they were very clever in like maneuvering that these small demon units tackle me, which was really fun. Something I wouldn't have done was like the crazy deep strike with the pink horrors at that moment, with like the Portacliff horrors, or whatever it was. It wasn't the Portacliff horrors, it was the generated by the Wolfstorm Sable. I wouldn't have dropped them there, I would have dropped them in a more safe location. The Cultists, yeah, they were pushing forward, but maybe kind of like more, maybe spread them out more, in a more, I don't know. Yeah, thing is, I'll use this picture quite a lot because I myself sometimes make really, really obvious and like not only tactical mistakes, but like rules errors, which I know a second later. And that's because I'm kind of like stressing out at a moment where it's kind of getting important. I have that a lot of tournaments when my plan is getting in, is like working, and it's really important that I do everything correctly at that point. I will 100% do it wrong. 100%. So some of these mistakes in this battle was one, sorry for the blurry pic again. Like, I apologize during the video probably on YouTube. I haven't got my camera 100% under control at the moment. So is the positioning of the drop troops here, the flamers, insanely stupid. I could have just killed the Dark Apostle and the Cultists, not having to rely on the silly Overwatch shots, and maybe indeed not having to go through the whole rules error about vector striking with the Heldrakes, which I actually knew, but I didn't tell Tom in a correct way. So yeah, that, and the Chimera, not the Chimera, my reserves that actually lost me this battle. The way I deployed my reserves, and it was like the turn after that I realized, and they went like, yeah, sorry dude, you're too late. But they didn't have any time to reserve. It didn't hurt them, but it hurt me like an insane amount, because my flyers couldn't get to the right moment, to the right spots. My Chimera was just sitting there. It was awful. Where it was the reverse way, I could have really just targeted the Forge Fiend with vector striking, with flamers. My Heldrake would have maybe, well, I wouldn't have used it so much anyway, but my Valks would have been much more of use, because now I had to get them forward and there was no turning back. Whether it was on the long table edge, I could have kind of turned around. So that was like, I don't know what happened there. Probably because I was filming from like this table edge. So I was kind of immediately thinking we were kind of playing some weird version of the football field thingy, Hammer and Anvil. But it hurt. It really hurt myself tactically. So yeah. I think that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I think it's now about 30 minutes long, so I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next video. Please comment, subscribe, the whole lot, if you don't mind. If you have any comments, of course, if you have anything to add about either the making of the video or something you saw during this battle report, please put it down in the comments below. If you have any questions, I'll answer them with all my heart. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.